Mine. Whoa.
Where's that from?
Go to settings.
Whoop.
No.
I just turned the video off.
Turn that shit off.
Go to settings and you're outbound. No. In Discord. In StreamYard.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing is what you do.
Audio outbound. Change that to headphones or some shit. I don't know. But it has a different TV. Or I can just turn the fucking TV volume down.
Oh, the
That was just in case. That was so I can hear what's his face yesterday.
Look at me. Dang it, it didn't work. Look. Look, that's the new our picture. it's in wide angle.
I'm good.
your mic's on over there, right?
Close that shit. Like
What?
the settings.
Oh, yeah. Shit. So, should be good.
Oh, we're live, by the way, guys. Get your ass over here. Fucking over here setting everything up, and Tommy just pulls it down without even knowing. Is the mic's working?
Testing.
What's up, guys? Today is Wednesday, July 17th, coming at you live. I got Mason with me today. We're going over acquisitions. We're going to go over deal underwriting, negotiations, a bunch of different things. I'm really excited about today's call. This week, tomorrow, I'm going to be sitting down. I'm going to be going over marketing. I'm going to be going over different types of marketing, ROIs, different cost spends, how much you need for budgets. And then at night, 5:30, ReiAF open house. Hey, Don, what's going on? ReiAF open house mastermind event in the office. 5:30, doors open. Come on out. It's an open invite. Anybody in DFW. It's going to be a great time. I have a special guest coming. It really is going to be a great time. It is focused on net marketing. Jesus Christ. Tomorrow's event is focusing on marketing, direct-to-seller marketing, all the different channels. We're going to be talking about what's working, what's not working. We're going to actually roundtable, go it around, talk about everybody's pains, what they're seeing, what's kicking it, what's not, right? It's always going to be a good time. Make sure you come on out. Jumping right into today, what do you want to touch on? Paul, get your ass up here. Get your energy in it. Stop slacking back.
I'm just waiting for my cue.
You had a cue. What do you want to talk about today? Acquisitions. We can do some live calls. We can do some deal underwriting. So what do you have what's on your schedule for today?
Nothing anymore. Our 2 Arlington appointments, we rescheduled. So now it's just calls and follow-ups and,
So let's jump right into it then. Who are we calling? Where did said leads come from? Let's stick to Texas only for today.
Okay. I gotta check that real quick.
Guys, as always, if anything you see, you want it, it's in the comments, right? Down below is the link for the toolkit. Click it, download it. It has the calculator that I'm going to be showing you. Everything is up in there, right? So whenever Tommy wants to pull it up, this calculator that I use for everything, for analyzing deals, to show what my expected cash to close would be, how much my profits would be, all of this, if it's a good deal, bad deal, this is in the comments. It's in our toolkit. Click on it, download it. It's free.
Yep. This lady right here, did they ever send you pictures?
No, you got to talk to your partner. What are you talking to me for? I wasn't on acquisitions that day.
I tell me you were. This was the one.
I walked in and little boy Blue was so excited because he got his, he
I thought this was the
talked
one you
to a
talked to.
fucking lead that you should have, and he qualified it, and he
Hey, I was on the road.
passed it on. So now we have to call this person back and make an offer. God, I hate when the team doesn't do their roles specifically. It's always fun.
Because in the first 10 minutes,
Did we?
you just did.
Yes, Nicholas. Yes.
I cursed. Bleep it out.
All right, we'll call someone else for now. I'm going to see if he got pictures from her. And also,
That's his high.
Call this lead that just came in.
Del Rio. Let's see if it works this time.
Sorry for cursing everybody. Max.
Please leave your message for
That was Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Max, did you see my message? Somebody from yesterday, you got that deal locked up. I want you to reach out to him, handle that. I do too much focusing on the computer when I sit here with you. So I'm just going to start rambling. But feel free to start dying.
I am. I am indeed.
Can you guys hear that phone? Let me know in the comments.
As long as no,
your call has been
not anymore. You know, 945 is a New Dallas area code.
Did not.
I wonder if people don't recognize my other line. Maybe they think I'm somewhere else. Heath Huffman.
Did you call this one?
Yep.
What that?
I just sent him a text after.
Triple diver.
Fine.
They filled out a one. I'm going to back it.
your call is forwarded.
That was 2.
Mhm.
Hit me with the third. Mason, hit me with the third.
Well, someone told me 3 times I did that. I told him that. Double on max.
Third.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, this is Mason with Tim and Sarah by Houses. How are you?
First off, which one did you just triple? I told you to triple dial this one 3 times.
Well, we'll go back and call them again. But that was
Which one was you called this guy? Wow.
Triple dot doesn't work, Nick.
Please leave your message for
Oh, she's blue text. Let's see if she wrote mine. Okay.
Sorry, John. I don't want to look at your Fort Worth deal.
Did you get the same one I just did?
Yeah, it's a blast.
Over to text. Texas.
Your call has been forwarded. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
So one thing I can go into while Mason is trying to play his own games of catching people on the phone. Let me pull this up. So if I pull up just the deal analyzer, and again, this is in the toolkit below, right? If I just start entering numbers, right? Let's say I'm looking at a $365,000 house, okay? That house is 1,700 square feet, okay? Just by going rough estimation, it's going to take $85,000 just for a mid-grade rehab, all right? That's your rent-ready. Cosmetics is literally just lipstick. It just needs paint only. It's still going to cost a lot. Everything right now in today's market costs a fortune. And I don't think investors or wholesalers, all right, I don't think wholesalers in particular understand this portion, okay? Just going, if this needed a full gut job, you're looking at $100,000 in a rehab. And a lot of times I don't think wholesalers understand that. So if I throw in $100,000 as the repair budget, my max allowable offer on this, okay, is $155. But that's the cap. That's where I'm stuck at. You calling? Who are you calling?
I'm just gonna do it like this, and if they answer, so you can keep. I'll put it on speaker then if I threw you off.
No, that's fine.
Switch to my computer.
Yeah, that's what. Fine. Just do it on. I'll shut up when they pick up. It's fine. I'm not worried about that. But the max is not where you start at. Okay. So if on this deal it's saying I'm supposed to, my max allowable offer is $150, yeah, that looks all grand. It's a great deal. But in today's economy, right, you got to be hedging toward these. These are your realistic numbers. You're going to sell it. You're going to take a bunch of hits. The market's not going up anymore. You're going to have more days on market. You have to be more conservative, okay? So, man, this probably it's got to be 135, right? And then again, that's how you have to start looking at things. Even if you're a wholesaler, I don't give a shit if you're only going to try to scrape $5,000. Great. Count yourself, short. But you need to be pushing the numbers to the max, okay? Otherwise, you're going to have drop contracts. You're going to have broken promises, okay? The reason I bring this up is yesterday, I fucked up. I let a wholesaler look at one of my leads, okay? He's calling it a 150. It's 1,000 square feet, 1031 to be exact. Okay, so that's saying 60. I don't want to pull it up. I'm not trying to get anybody. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or anything like that.
We'll see you Thursday, 5 o'clock.
No, but the reason why I'm saying wholesaler, right, is because they're not understanding the numbers. Okay, so he got it locked up. These were his numbers that he gave me. He gave me an ARV of 150. I'm just saying, hey, it's going to need 60 grand. And I can pull up this property. It needs 60 grand. All goddamn well, good, and dollar of it, okay? So he got it locked up at 61 grand, and he wants to split the profits with me 50-50. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, you can have it. There are no profits to be made here.
I mean, in this house specifically, it exchanged hands in 2022 for 50 grand, and it's like boarded up, and so we know it's a full gut. 60's on the conservative side. If you have to go in and do roof, HVAC, foundation, plumbing, electric, and renovate the house, like someone technically could dump 100 grand of this. Now, do you have to in this specific area? No, but if you want it to go FHA or conventional, then you have to do at least the bare.
Just
basics.
to be at a safe offer, he needed to be $20,000 cheaper, right? He should have been at $43,500 at his max. At his max, he should have been $20,000 cheaper. Okay, and this is the problem between wholesalers and actually investors. It's okay if you're an investor who wholesales. There's no, I love wholesalers, but you have to wrap your mind around the way investors think. You have to think like an investor first, okay? Because this guy got this thing under contract, and I hope he's able to get it dispoed. It's not for me. You can have it, right? Go slam dunk it with somebody, but that's just not how my team works, right? We don't work off of small margins like that. We're not going to make empty promises. We're going to come into the room and say, hey, listen, I know this is a good deal. This is where numbers have to be. He was saying, the thing that boils my blood about this is like, I was sitting there and I was preaching everything I'm preaching right now. He took the address and ran with it and didn't listen to a thing that I said for the other hour and a half leading up to it. Okay, me and Max were sitting there talking just pure gold, right? Talking about how to underwrite deals, how to talk about numbers, what's a good deal, what's a bad deal, what an offer needs to be, what a rehab needs to be. I gave him this calculator, and then he went and locked it up at a ridiculously high price.
And the thing is, I mean, if you don't have comps in other states, at least use what you have better, right? So if he was on DealMachine, there's not a comp on DealMachine that justifies me buying it for what did you buy it at? 61? Mm-hmm. It's saying the average sale or value is 70,000. So in a lot of times when you're in small cities in other states, especially like Arizona or Ohio, whatever, people are buying homes fixed up for $100,000. Unless you are getting that house at like 10 or 20% before renovations, those deals do not make sense. So you're going to try to blast this out for 62, 70, 80, 90, whatever the hell you're going to blast it out for, and it's not going to get sold. But even just doing a quick Google search, this house sold in 2022 for $50,000. Okay, did you buy it cash? Do you have a loan? Are you willing to lose money on it? Are you going to flip it yourself? Right, like there's these layers that I'm visioning that weren't peeled back, leading to the contract price at $60,000. Good job, props to you. You got a contract, awesome. I don't know who you are, what you do, how long you've been doing it. I'm not trying to beat you down. I don't know shit about shit when it comes to you or this deal. But what I do know is if you look something up, even on Zillow, and don't do this on a full-time basis, but if you look something up on Zillow and you're buying it at that price, it's a bad deal.
I pulled up because he gave me the range of 150 to 180.
He said 190.
Was it 190? Yeah. First off, you can't have a $40,000 ARV swing, okay? Because look at this. This goes from a 64% deal. Well, it's actually not a bad deal. Great job.
If the ARV is accurate.
If the ARV is accurate. To an 81% deal, right? Where it's dog shit. So I swear by this, you always hedge your bets. You always use conservative numbers. So right off the bat, when he told me 150, 190, I'm using 150. Sorry, I'm going to use 150. I'm going to use realistic repairs, and that's right here. Purchase price is $61,000. If I try to pitch this just at $61,000, right? As an investor, I'm saying, all right, I'm going to have to bring $17,000 cash to close on a traditional hard money lender, right? Hard money loans are at 70% of ARV. So I'm going to bring $17,500 plus estimated closing costs, right? So it's $4,500 plus 17, so now you're into it for 21 grand. Before you even get the keys, you're into this house for 21 grand. Then you get the joy of spending $61,000 to repair it, and hopefully it doesn't drop more than 5%. If this drops, if for whatever reason days on market go longer than you thought, you have to take a couple price adjustments, you're now in the red. You now spent 60, 20, 80 grand, and you're not making a dollar back.
I mean, on a guessing basis, 150 could be justifiable, but a lot of the comps that you're up against are like 20, 30 years newer, a little bit more square footage. They're closer to Phoenix, which is more desirable than Siloam.
My argument isn't with his ARV. It's with the asking price. It's with the number that he got it locked up at. Again, he was $20,000 too high. Even at this is his max allowable offer. He should have been starting way lower.
Well, I
right?
think to dumb it down, a lot of people are forgetting the generic wholesale model. When I got into this, like in 2017, 2018, the generic model was like, run your numbers. Let's say it comes out to a $100,000 offer as an investor.
If that's a lead, you can pick
You
it up.
have to take 10 or 20,000 off that as your assignment. That's your wiggle room. That's your margin. You can make the deal better for everybody. Let me see what this is. Hello, this is Mason. Yes, sir. Yeah. Is now a good time to chat? Okay, awesome. Let me pull my notes up real quick on that. This is a PPC. We're going to have to short sell it, so.
Pull it up. What? I'm
Okay. So, I did see the house. Your brother let me walk around it, so I appreciate it. I don't think I have. Sorry, what was the address again?
2213 South Hughes Avenue.
That's right, that's right. Okay. So, you financed it directly from the guy you used to rent it from? Okay. What's your plan next? I know it's behind and you're trying to just avoid foreclosure, but what's next? Where are you going?
To Dallas.
Okay. Are you going to go rent something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you found like the apartment or the place you want to rent?
I got a couple townhouses that I've been looking at.
Okay. Because the only reason I ask, I think there's only really two things I can do to buy this house from you. And they're more creative. It's not like if you listed the house on the market, you're likely to pay to sell it, right? So you're going to have to come out of pocket to get rid of it.
Yeah.
If you sell it to an investor, I mean, my offer is not even high enough to pay off your mortgage.
Yeah.
So without going too far down a rabbit hole and just vomiting a bunch of information on you, I can either take over the house, make your payments, and then I rent it out and do whatever I need to do with it. So we'll own the asset, right? Or my specialist has to go in and fight with your lender to get that mortgage amount down. Right? So let's say my offer was 90 and you owe 137. My lender's going to have to go in there and fight with him and try to prove why that 90,000 is realistic, and if said lender is willing to actually negotiate. Because we'll use Bank of America for an example. If someone owes 300 and the house is worth 200, no one's going to buy it. The bank doesn't want the house. They'd rather just get their money and put it into something else. Right? So because they're going to lose money going through foreclosure and paying attorneys and then sending it off to an auction and selling it off at a huge discount. The smaller guys that are doing like owner finance, it's a little different. He might want the house back, so he might not want to negotiate. But if he can get that, if we can get that number down at all, there's a much better shot that I can buy it. Like if he would take 100 or 110 for it, and I can get you a couple grand to get on and get into the next place.
Yeah.
If it's with big banks, it takes months. Smaller guys, maybe we can come to an agreement in a couple weeks, buy you some time to keep shopping around for the townhome.
Yeah.
But I really think that's going to be the best two possible routes. I don't know what he did as far as your credit goes, if he's reporting anything to the credit bureaus for your payments that you've missed, if he's going to, if he forecloses it, if he's going to file those things. Again, I have no idea. Traditionally, if I short sell a mortgage, it does hit your credit, and it stays there for about 5 to 10 years. That's the downside. And I'm just being honest with you because I'd rather you know ahead of time what we're looking at. And then if I just take over your payments, if he'll let you catch up, if you can reinstate your loan and let you keep the house, then you can just walk away. I can put a couple grand in your pocket and everybody's happy.
Okay, so like basically, like if they allow me to, reinstate, pay my payments from behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to take over the mortgage or whatnot from there.
Yep. So
And how much is that?
how much would you get?
Yes.
I mean, it depends, right? If he's not willing to modify your loan, meaning put that $6,000 or whatever you're behind on the back end, and I have to pay that, then that's going to take away from your cash, right? Because the only reason I'm interested in this deal is because you're a percent and a half less than the interest rate I'd get.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have to go through the process of actually closing on it or buying it. I use my real estate attorney. They type up all the paperwork. The tricky part is this is just like an individual, right? So I'm going to have to fight directly with him because it's not a big bank. He's going to be much more thorough than a computer system, ideally. None of it's illegal, but again, the hassle is that he is not a big bank. It's private financed. But I'd like to make sure that you can get out of the house and get a couple dollars instead of just losing it. Like, you guys have the house clean.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys have the house and yard clean. I don't have to go in there and spend a bunch of money cleaning it up. Like, you take care of your stuff. There's pride of ownership there, which I appreciate. But to save where you're at and not completely just have to lose and walk away, we have to kind of partner up and be a little more creative.
Yeah, I get it. I just need to know a number because I think I told you like before I even called you. I did have an offer to where I did have one offer that from one person. They offered me $141,000 for the home. So, and that'll take care of my mortgage and give me that $6,000 to walk away with. That's why I was asking. I always wanted to do a second opinion. That's why I wanted to see where you was at with it. And this is my first time hearing of that little strategy. You know what I mean? As far as staying, on you just taking over the payments and stuff like that. That's my first time hearing.
And who was this?
This was let me see the name of them. Hold on one second. I have to go through my email one second.
And the reason I'm asking, take your time by the way, but the reason I'm asking is that's a number that I'm not confident in. This house is going to sell for $180, $190 once it's fully renovated. So if someone pays you $140, they pay closing cost, they renovate it, they're going to be all in closer to that $180. There's no money in it. Unless they want to sit on it and rent it out and lose money every month. I can't speak for other companies, obviously, but I was on the phone with our lender on the way to the house when I saw it the other day. And I have other options, but that cash price is just a problem. It's not that we can't afford it. That's not the issue. It's just we're not willing in this side of town to take that big of a risk unless we do something a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
So the 140 might just be some guy that wants to contract it, try to find another buyer. If it doesn't work out, then you're the one who loses, right? And I don't think you have that much time to waste. Right. And I'm not trying to be an asshole again. I'm just being frank with you.
No, I know, and that's why I was asking you, like, straight up, like, what, like, if you were to take over the payment, what would the cash price I'd be walking away with you?
I can try to get you the same amount that you're hoping for. I can try to get you to that $6,000.
Okay.
Because you're not asking for like $50,000, right? If you were like, I need $50,000, I'd be like, I can't do it.
Bro. Bro, I'm trying to. Of course, I'm always trying to get the most. But,
yeah.
Like I said, I was gonna do at least 2 to 3. Me and my fiance talked. I said, like you just stated, I don't have much time, but I'm trying to get I'm gonna be straight up honest, man. I'm trying to get as close to 10,000, and the closest I've gotten so far was 6,000. That was on my first attempt, and then you called me.
Okay.
And then I reached out to you. That's the closest I'm trying to get, bro. I'm not trying to gain those 60,000, 70,000 off the house. I know I'm not gonna get that. That's not my goal. I'm trying to get rid of this home. That way I just don't lose on everything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get my family into a realm, man. I'm just done with it. That's it.
Yeah. I guess I can put it like this too. If you, actually, let me backtrack. Has he issued a foreclosure date? Because he started this last month.
Yeah. The 31st.
Of this month.
Yes.
And the house is his.
Yeah. Did you get that picture I sent you
Oh.
of the closing?
Let me go back and look.
He sent, because to the last company, basically, he sent that over to them, asking about the payoff. I sent you the payoff form.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the title commitment. This is your HUD. This was from the last offer you got?
Yes.
So title's ready?
Say that again?
So you guys were under contract and title was ready?
It was about to, but I let it go because I want to call you guys. And I got the sign off from them as well. And I told them, because I let them know, they were in a rush to do it. And I told them, you know, I want to get at least 2 more opinions first. And it was taking them a long time to connect with the guy that I rented from. His phone was like going to voicemail for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, because this is just the backside of the HUD. What did they deposit for earnest money? Do you remember? Or do you have that contract from them?
I think earnest money wasn't nothing but like $200.
Yeah. And the reason I ask is because if you are an investor and you actually have the ability to get something done, you put more than $200 on a contract. Because that earnest money goes towards the purchase price, unless he's not the buyer, right? So he might have found someone to buy it, or like, because this HUD can be put together and a deal still fall through, right? Like this is just what the title company does based on your contracted price. So that 141 might not actually be something he can perform at. But when I see $200 earnest money and then a $10 option period and he can back out for whatever reason, like that's the kind of shit you don't want to play with because you have 2 weeks. And I can get it done in 2 weeks, but me and you are going to have to work together and I'm going to try to maximize how much cash I can get you. I have one other option. It's not as likely to go through, but I might be able to get it done. I'm most confident in the stuff we talked about a few minutes ago, but I'm trying to think. We do a lot of in-house financing, similar to what this guy did with you. I don't know how he does it, whatever. But my lender said it's possible. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid you letting me have a week or two to work on it and then it not go through. But if we do that, I at least have a backup option.
I mean, whatever you think will work, man.
Okay. Let me.
I think he's going. It's not going directly through him. I think it looked like he put his like an attorney in charge of like the case.
Yeah, I saw that. Do you have their number?
Yeah, I'm almost at home. I got a little letter with his phone number on there.
Because Kenneth is the guy.
Huh?
Kenneth is the guy. Like that's your lender.
Who?
Kenneth?
No. Yeah, I think that's the attorney person.
Yeah, because foreclosure is handled by someone else.
The main guy is a Rental Rafer.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yes, Rental Racer. Yeah, but he's hired an attorney to basically in control of the sale of the property.
Okay.
Like for the buyout, basically.
Because I don't think he has his own loan on it. He had the house paid off when he financed it to you.
That's
So,
what it sound like, yeah.
so he, again, I think the easiest option, first off, I'd be more than happy to talk with him. And obviously, I'm not going to cut you out because I have to get you out of the house, right?
Mhm.
I can try to play the game with him. Again, I don't know what his plans are. Like, if he's just going to foreclose on you and then do this all over again, and he doesn't care, like, about, like, he's not going to negotiate, basically, then me and you just have to try to get it done a different route, or my specialist has to go in there and try to fight him, right? But if he's like, dude, I need the cash, I need to get rid of it, you know, this guy's not paying payments, blah, 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 like, and he can take a lower offer that gives you room to get money, so it's just cash for keys, I can get you out, you sign your rights over at closing, so does he, because he's the note holder, right? If we can make that work, awesome. So if you want to text me his number,
Right now. Yeah, I can text you his number.
and then if he answers, great. If he doesn't, I'll leave him a message or text him. But this is kind of one of those time is of the essence situations, and I really don't want to see this go the wrong direction for you guys.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, but what I was gonna tell you, man, you probably want to call his. I mean, you can try to call him directly, but I would give you that number to that attorney as well, because you probably have a better shot at reaching him.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to his mom if you wanted me to. I don't care. It's just I need to get to someone. I need to get to someone that can have a conversation with me, so I can figure out what's really going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, me and you are just playing catch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Give me like I'm literally like 10 minutes from my house, man. But I'll go ahead and send his number, and then I'll send you the attorney's number right after. But if you happen to reach him right now, you know what I mean? That's perfect. You can just let me know. Other than that, if you have to leave a voicemail, I'm gonna send you that attorney's number as well.
Okay, works for me.
All right. Just give me about 10 minutes. I'm pulling up at my house.
All right, you're good. Thank you.
Oh, yes, sir.
Bye.
So a couple things real quick. I just want to capture, and then I'm going to jump into Raymond. I'm going to jump into your deal. That call, okay. A couple things I want to highlight is that he layered in multiple different offers. Okay, he wasn't just coming in it with one approach, right? We analyze everything as a deal first, right? Deal first approach is how we do everything, right? So he came at it. He tried to figure out the best. I never turned back on.
Oh no. And
so he came at it from deepest first, right? And deepest first might work. All right, well, if that doesn't work, all right, well, there's also this thing I can do or that. Like, so again, you're always the professional. Scoot the fuck in. You're always the professional, right? And that's one thing I want to highlight on everything that you do. When you talk about negotiations, when you're talking to these sellers, when you're talking to wholesalers, whoever the hell it is, you have to be the professional, okay?
And I'm matching his tonality, right? So this guy is not going to, he's not going to absorb me saying I'm going to sub 2, I'm going to short sale, right? Like, he needs the brutal, not sugar-coated, he just needs it laid on him in the most simple format possible. Every time I make a sub 2 offer, okay, I'll be humble, 8 out of 10 times I make a sub 2 offer, those sellers' first response is, I have had that offer before, but you explained it differently or better than the last guy. Because like Nick said, we hyper-analyze everything that we talk to. If I don't talk to them, I'm not going to run the numbers. There's no point, unless it's a wholesaler, sure. Don't waste your time running shit about the deal until you talk to them and you figure out what you're analyzing. So this calculator works great for all of these options, because if I run numbers and this cash price is undoable, like they owe too much, this calculator just let me know, hey, I have to now go down some other rabbit hole. And like you heard me a minute ago, I'm not going to vomit a bunch of crap on him, because he's going to forget half of it. And then I'm going to have to go back and re-explain and work harder to get it done, versus just letting him know, hey, you're out of time, I'm your guy, and these are the only options I think I can make work. And because of this being a little more creative, because it's not a big bank, it is a private lender, there's a good chance that me, our lender, Tony, Nick, someone can go in there and argue with him professionally and work something else out. Nick was in the banking business or private banking for a long time. So there's terms that as Nick, and this guy could talk about. So if I have to step aside and I'm just the guy that, connects the two like bosses, great. But in the scenario of the sellers, I know what his problems are. I know where he's going. Wholesalers cannot save him because they've never done something out of their normal box, right? Like your normal box as a wholesaler is buy, assign, take your money, and move it to the next one. And then guys like this lose their house because of it. He's got 2 weeks.
Speed. You have to figure out what their time is, what their pain is, all that bullshit. And you have to figure it out quickly. Don't fucking beat around the bush thinking that you just take their offer and run with it. Usually we don't even get to numbers until well into the 20-minute mark of the actual conversation. Switching gears, right? Raymond posted a deal, right? 2915 Clinton Avenue in Fort Worth. If you want, you can pull up. Oh, is that from the wholesaler, Raymond? So we connected utilities, check-in, electric, and plumbing. The house is in great condition, just a few aesthetics. That is what got me this far. Sounds like you're finishing somebody else's shit box. So just going based on 1,800 square feet, okay, it's going to take, let's just say it's cosmetics only, 54,000, and they want, what was it, 200? I don't see where the numbers make sense in this deal, just based on this, all right? And again, I haven't looked at any photos, I haven't looked at comps, I haven't looked at anything, okay? What this deal is telling me is that I'm gonna have to pay 44 grand plus repair it. Yeah, I'm going to get it back in the hard money draws, but you need to have a portion of this to go to start work, right? So you're going to start, 44 plus 12, and then if this thing slips anything past 5% down, and what I mean on down is when you list it, if you list it for 300 and you have to take a 5% price reduction, now it's dropped down to 285. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head. Again, it doesn't take much. You drop 10%. What's going to happen in the next 6 months? I have no goddamn idea. People don't understand how to make offers. What offer does it need to be? Right. That's what I'm saying. How can I get them all cash, maybe Korean? So what's your lead source on this? All right, is it a wholesaler, or are you direct to owner? That's my first question. All right, are you talking to a realtor? Who's your and then what are their pain points? Why are they selling them all? Obviously, it seems like guy got in over his head and he has hard money. I'm guessing he has hard money against these. So if he's in some form of bridge financing, I don't see any, unless you want to buy them and throw them into your portfolio and hold them for the next 10 years, okay? I don't see anywhere that these numbers make sense. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to buy them at these numbers. You have to solve that person's problems. All right, so if they're lean, if they're overall, if they only owe 100 on it, now you have room to work with, right? But if they need to get rid of it and, cash out 20, now again, there's a lot of questions that you need to start asking, figure out what the full story is. Didn't I just go over this one? Clinton Avenue, the the name is sticking out to me. But I think I have it over here in DealMachine. Hold up. $1805, year built was... Okay, so do you have photos? You're going to need photos to figure out what the current condition is, all right? Where he is. Are they in the middle of being rehabbed, or are they all rentals? Were they all listed? Figure that out. And then you're going to find out if he owes anything on them. I would imagine he does. Oh, maybe he doesn't. He might own them outright, right? And you, so... there's so many conversations you can have with this one guy, and I'm trying to like work through a spider web of them. I don't know if he bought them for cash. If he usually owner finances them, I understand that. You can come in here and buy them as a package deal. If they don't need rehabs, you don't want to overspend just because it is a package deal, right? You still want to stick to your numbers. Make sure it's 70% minus. Even if you have to add up all of them and average them all three, still make sure you're hedging your bets. If you need help with the conversations, I mean, if you want, I can have Mason give the guy a call when Mason gets back in here, and we can discuss it live on the call if you want. We can do that. I think that would be the easiest way to help you, because otherwise there's too many unknowns right now if he's got 3 properties. But to go back to John Ramirez, what you were asking, yeah, Mason had the HUD and everything pulled up, and he was looking at the closing documents, so, or whatever the hell, he was looking at the offers and stuff like that. That is number one thing that we always talk to sellers. Anytime a seller gets an offer from somebody else, we always, you're the professional, again, ask for that offer. Let me see it. Let me review it. If it's a better offer than mine, awesome. I'll send you on your way.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something real quick for that deal.
No, you're fine. I'm going to tell you right now, Raymond, if they're wholesale deals, okay, that's different than direct to seller, all right? So when you're analyzing the wholesale deals, you have to realize that person ate a big chunk of the bone up already, right? So you can do 2 things. You can pay somebody their assignment fee, or you can pay a marketing budget, all right? So take that with a grain of salt. That's also in Fort Worth, by the way, Lincoln Avenue. This one?
What?
We're analyzing 1504 Lincoln Ave. Give me a hand.
Dealing with fucking sellers. What was that, Fort Worth?
Yep.
Sold in 2023. For $1.50.
Here, I'm gonna let you drive my computer because I have it up already. Oh shit.
I don't know what's going on with this deal. What do they want for it? What's the deal?
I don't know anything either.
He just wants to know what it's worth.
It is in said chat.
Do you have pictures?
Yeah, he has photos.
Can you text it to me? Drop my... Or you have it, whatever.
Raymond, you want to DM me photos? Guys, if you want to be buying from wholesalers, this is what you have to be doing. You have to be doing just what Raymond's doing. You have to be analyzing deals nonstop. You have to be sending out at least 5 to 10 offers a day. Guys, you have to be putting in the work. All right, so it's not hard. Just analyzing deals, throwing out numbers, okay? Asking price was $150. We got an offer for $130. Joint venture contract, estimated ARV $275. I did not see that. I told him it was around $230. Estimated rehab costs were around $75. So let's first help him out by confirming his ARV, Mason.
Am I looking at this screen?
Yeah.
I can't even fucking see that.
Yeah, it's 0 to 90.
Look like 50 from here.
It's not. You can also see that screen. Do you have old man eyes already? I can see that, and I got eyes like a hawk.
I thought I had good eyes, but I guess not. Like, not today. Whatever, let's back this out a little bit more. Ignore my circle. I'm just trying to do it quick. Because you don't want to cross this. So this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Ideally, I want to stay within this little zone right here. And then, is this the realist for it?
I didn't search it yet.
What was it? 1504.
I was gonna say it had it saved as copy and paste.
I can't do nothing. What the?
Fort Worth Tech one.
I'm having a seizure over here, guys. Don't mind me. Yeah, 3.2, we're at 1,300, almost 1,400 square feet. Yeah, it's probably a new build. Yep. So one thing I noticed just a second ago looking on my screen was a lot of the sales over here are as-is pricing. So you're going to have to use that as your guideline anyways. Because when someone's buying on MLS deals to flip, just know that they're overpaying by a little bit at least. And thank God y'all haven't started the renovation, because redoing or starting to take over from someone's renovation almost double your renovation cost. So this one sold 135 cash. Makes sense why you got a 130 offer.
Give me my mouse real quick. Oh, Lord.
So it needs all new windows. Obviously, we already know roof, foundation, or not foundation, plumbing and electric. I don't know how the foundation walks, but it looks like the subflooring is fine and whatever. Is this should be a duplex? Look at that, that's gorgeous.
It needs a full gut job.
I mean, you're at 200 a window.
Is that a 4-car garage?
3? Something?
That looks like a double on the right side, though.
Oh, yeah, it does.
What in the stop 6?
So that does help, but it's not done. I don't like. I wish I had more pictures of that garage, but we'll just say it needs to be completely redone. So that's 20 grand easy just in garage space. And that's an eyesore. So if you, as the investor, put this on the market and the house is gorgeous, and then you have this shit box garage in the back that's left the way it is, even if the trash is taken out, that's a liability. Like, I don't want my kids running around and playing in a garage that's going to collapse, and I can't use it. You might as well tear it down or put up a new one, right? Depending on how much room you have. There you go. How do I get back to the comp screen?
I know. I felt bad. I didn't have the chat up, and we're over here bashing Raymond's
No.
houses.
This is not him. I'm just pointing out for people. Raymond sounds like he knows what he's doing.
But it's his hood. We gotta be nicer.
No, Raymond sounds like he knows what he's doing. He already went through the process of saying, hey, your ARV is wrong. Renovation is more than what you're saying. How do I get back to MLS? I don't know how to use this thing.
Four-finger swipe. Speaking of which, congratulations. It's having a baby.
Another one. Speaking of, I gotta leave here in an hour. We can find out what we're having. So here's a 2-1 for 240. Much bigger. Does have a little garage in the back. Well kept, but I wouldn't necessarily call this like ARV. Well, they assumed the loan at 240, so we're not going to use this one as a comp.
What was your best comp that you had? Let me ask you that, because you said you had one, you were assuming it was 230. What were you using to base it off 230, just so we could agree or
Don't
disagree?
apologize, Raymond, you're killing it.
Oh man, you're doing it right. This is what you need to be doing, right? You take people's deals, you break them down, you find out what they're actually worth, what they're actually needed to be, and then you just make offers based on that. And listen, you're gonna solve somebody's problem. You're gonna solve somebody's problem one way or another, and it's gonna work for your business, and it's gonna work for their business as well, right? You don't, man, it's not that big of a deal.
230 is good. It's conservative. I like it. If the garage in the back was done, you could maybe bump that number up a little bit. But in this side of Fort Worth, everybody has a detached garage. Well, not everybody, but a lot of them do. But you're easily at $130 renovation to get interior, exterior, all the mechanics, the garage, you name it. And that's not doing it to be like super pretty.
What'd you call it?
You don't have to. Yeah. Because you got to factor in the garage. That garage has to be torn down or fixed.
So mind you, yeah, we were looking at about $100 grand just on the house alone, plus bricking and fixing said exterior
and
garage.
Cool,
and
sure,
all that,
you
right?
can get rid of the garage for $5 or $10 grand, but you also have to give yourself wiggle room, right? Like Tony always says, like you are most likely to go over budget. Cool thing is the walls are down, so we know what's behind them. So if I go and walk it, there might not necessarily be any hidden surprises. But, I mean, it was almost 1,400 square feet.
Man, but even if you have to insult them, I don't give a shit, right? Send them a number that makes sense, right? Even if you bought this at 75%, all in.
I mean, even if we call it a 250 ARV,
45,
right? Like,
45.
let's say garage is good and it's a 250 ARV, which I think you could swing in this market. Let's try to list it at 230, 229, 239, whatever. And I'll say 75%. If you're the one buying it, cool, right? 187. I'm going to knock off 130,000 in renovation, which is steep. I'm buying it for 60K. It's a gut job, right? Like, it's already gutted. There's nothing in the house but the bones. Now, if you bought it at 60K and you can get it done, you'll make some money. Cool. But even just reverse math, right? With closing cost, holding cost, and renovation, you're looking at 140, 150,
I don't know
160.
what was the number?
So let's say you're all in at 150 before we're factoring in purchase price. Let's say you did buy it at the 130 that he's asking. You're all in at 280. Now, sure, you might be able to get that repair down, but you're going to be in at ARV.
Well, yeah, all right. So if you put your 130 in here and you need to spend 130 to hit it, your all in is 113% of the ARV. You're well underwater. Okay, so now even if you get it done with the 75, I think you said, for estimated repairs, which is light, if you can scrape by, you're still at a 90% all-in deal.
I mean, you get cheap windows, cheap roof, cheap everything. You're still, like 75 could be done, but that's not touching anything to help the house sell fast.
Mm-hmm.
And your negotiation, blah, blah, blah. I don't know shit about shit. If you are buying this from a wholesaler, they're going to argue with you. Bad wholesalers try to sell you on the deals instead of getting good deals, and they sell themselves. Right?
Well,
because anytime I have someone from, I'm not going to use their names, anytime I have newer wholesalers send me deals and I give them an offer and they're like, oh my God, you need new contractors. That's too high. And it's like, no, it's not. You've never taken one down or been a part of one that's been taken down. And they try to sell me on the fact that ARV is this, or if you added a bedroom, or if you added a bathroom. Every time they hit you with something stupid like that, okay, well, that's another 10 grand in renovation. Oh, you want me to add another bedroom? Okay, that's another 15. All to add another 5 or 10 grand in value, there's no money in that for me, right?
So even let me hit pause on this, right? So let's call it a 230 ARV. All right, so I'll even use 250. What was their numbers?
What did you want, 130?
No, the 275 didn't make sense. But 230, right? You push this right back at them and you say, show me where this deal makes sense, right? If everything aligns, I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose $11,000, okay? Show me where this, well, my repairs are too expensive? No, my repairs aren't too expensive. My repairs are what's justifying your shitty ARV. Okay, so always act as the professional. Anytime that they need to argue with you, just show them a screenshot of your calculator and ask them, what comps are you looking at? What repair budget are you looking at? Oh, what flips have you done that you've calculated repairs in? Oh, no?
But I mean, like, look at actives, right? Like, that is your competition. Sold prices are fucking last year's drama. I can't go into this market expecting closed comps to still hold value. Right? Like, sure, it might appraise at 275. That'd be awesome. But is it going to sell at 275? Absolutely not.
Try not to. So you're always arguing over a number. I'm trying to understand this one. So thank you guys. What is best to use for software to calculate that I have one every time my numbers are not like others? Are you talking about ARV? Okay. If you're talking about ARV,
what are you running numbers with now? Are you on MLS? Do you have someone's MLS? Are you on Propelio? Like, what are you using?
My number one answer for that question, if it is ARV, okay, it is whatever service you have. Okay, you have to deep dive into it. All right, you're not going to be able to plug something in. Okay, even if it's paid for. You're not going to be able to plug something in, type in an address, and get an ARV to spit right out. Okay.
On a gut job house, you're spending $60 a square foot at least. Like turnkey, whenever someone says that you have a turnkey property, you're spending no less than $10 a square foot. People don't realize how expensive it is to paint a 1,200 square foot or 1,400 square foot house. Every single wall, all the trim, you got to start, and then guess what? You got to replace the doorknobs, you got to replace the outlet covers. So just a turnkey house, you're going to spend 10 or 20 grand on. Like, but you're not doing a bad thing. The trick I always tell people when they're going through this whole email or Facebook battle trying to find a deal, do it. Awesome. That's how we sell deals that we don't want to take down. Good job. Keep it up. To save yourself the 30 minutes or the headache, Nick's going to yell at me for this, but this is when it gets funny. Okay, what do you think ARV is? What's your renovation? $275. I'm going to take 25 off that because I don't trust you. ARV is $250. I'm going to do it at 70%. What do you think renovation is? Oh, you think 75? I'm going to add 25. It's a $100,000 renovation. I'm going to buy it at 75, right? And I didn't run any numbers on the deal, and I just saved 20 minutes. And then you automatically know that you're half the price that he's at. And if they can come back and say, hey, man, I can do it at 80, then take the time and run your numbers, talk to your friends, talk to your lenders. But don't waste too much time. Pump offers out. Eventually, one of them is going to take. And that, again, that's going to save you time. Because 250 could be justifiable. I don't believe it because there's an active that's been sitting for 139 days, and they started at 275, and now they're at 215, and it's not selling. But the point is, don't waste time arguing with wholesalers if they have a deal that's twice the price you should have it at.
Yeah, exactly. Because, fuck, man. We can go into wholesale deals if you want to review those, but
Raymond, keep it up. We love you. You're awesome. I don't know you. Come to our event.
he's
I'll shake your
coming.
hand.
He's coming tomorrow.
Nice.
So,
any software for lead generation from location? Any leads? LeadZolo.
yeah.
Pay for some leads.
I tell everybody, stop trying to go through the wholesaler. You can either pay somebody an an assignment fee, or you can pay a marketing fee, right? One way or another, you're going to pay somebody. If you're getting into it and it's your first time trying to do marketing, don't try to do your own marketing. Don't try to brand yourself. Go out there, pay for leads, all right? Pay per leads. LeadZolo is our favorite. It's our trusted one. In the thing is the comment. Tomorrow night is our open office event. It is free. Tommy's going to drop a comment. It's in our office, open doors at 5:30, doors open. And then we run until, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, whenever the hell we kick everybody out. Tomorrow is focused on direct-to-seller marketing. So if you're in retail, if you're in anything real estate, if you want to come out, you want to network, you want to find out what's going on in today's industry, what's actually working, what's not working, what the gurus aren't teaching, come on out. It's an open invite to everybody.
Yep.
Wait, I'm going to have to drop it on since it's on Facebook. You got more calls to make? What do you want to do?
Yep. Unless someone needs help with something.
Raymond, by the way, I love the engagement. Thank you so much for dropping comments and actually having us review shit, man. Lead generation software, to piggyback on that again, LeadZolo is a good pay-per-lead marketing channel, okay? If you're just looking for software, if you're not looking to actually get into getting leads to ring your phone and actually start solving the problems, if you're looking for just a software, DealMachine is our favorite just because it has all the tools built into one. Again, that is in somewhere in our link list, in my link tree somewhere. This event is a live event. Tomorrow night is also a live event in person. We do this every day at 1 o'clock, by the way. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, wherever the hell you're looking at it.
And if you want us after hours, during the day, off the live calls, click the link, join our intimate group.
You keep looking down. You look up there. Mule.
They can see me.
I know.
But anyways, if you're a part of our team, or like our mastermind, you are now a part of our team. Anybody here will help you outside of these calls, and you don't have to wait very long for it. Yep. So all the pockets that you have buyers, you can try to bring them other wholesalers deals if you have a good connection with them. Or if you have spare time, drive down there, knock on doors, leave sticky notes, virtually virtually drive for dollars. Go down the street, 2023 Street View, looks like crap, find their phone number. You can use free ones, like Fast People Search or whatever. Once you get 1 or 2, 5 or 10K deals under your belt, you've got some capital. What is the LeadZolos? Couple $100?
They were 200, but I don't know.
So spend $1,000, get 5 leads. We did a sample run in the very beginning, and I think like 2 or 3 of them were deals. So when you're not trying to go down the PPC route or the cold caller or SMS blast route, and you want just good leads that someone like a human being said, hey, I want to sell my house, and then LeadZolo gives them to you for a couple $100.
Yeah. I'm going to get into tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about marketing. Okay, so if you're here, tune in tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Follow along, smash the like button, all that bullshit. I'm going to go into all different marketing channels, talking about different costs and really break down different avenues, right? How to actually get direct to seller. And then at night, we're going to roundtable about it. And everybody in town is invited. Right now, I think we're pegged out at 50 people already. So make sure you reserve. We don't have a lot of seats. It's in our office. I don't care. So make sure you come on out. It's going to be a good time. I think that's good for today, man. I had a fun call. Does anybody else need anything before we go signing off? Does anybody else have any questions, comments, anything they want help with? Any negotiation taxes they're running into? Any troubles with closing deals on the acquisition side? Let us know or forever hold your peace. But like I said, we do this every day, 1 o'clock. Smash that like button, subscribe, follow along for more. Thank you so much. If anybody wants to get a hold of us, click the links in the comment, join the community. It's free. Love to see you. Looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Raymond, can't wait to meet you. Keep crushing it, guys. Peace.
Peace.